Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, especially those at the other side of the world. There is no time and space between us. We only have this present moment. We are now on diary entry number 888 from the diary of Saint Faustina Kowalska. Silence is so powerful a language that it reaches the throne of the living God. Silence is His language, though secret, yet living and powerful. Napaka-makapangyarihan ng katahimikan dahil naaabot nito ang trono ng buhay na Diyos. Ang katahimikan ang kaniyang wika, bagamat lihim, subalit buhay at makapangyarihan. Marami sa atin ito ang pinakahirap na i-cultivate. And sometimes, yung pagiging madaldal, not sometimes but most of the times, yung pagiging madaldal is synonymous to being a woman. Even Faustina, in one of her entries in her diary, sabi niya yung mga babae masyadong madadaldal. No? But that is actually a stereotyping. No? Totoo, madadaldal ang mga babae, but it should not be inclusive na parang lahat ganon. Because men are also madaldal, no? Talkative. Katahimikan, why is it a very difficult virtue to cultivate? Because we find things trivial, things, yung mga sensational, yung mga balibalita, yung talk of the town, the latest news. Kaya nga ang sabi, diba, Marites, Mari, anong latest? Yung mga bagay na intriguing, yung mga bagay na nagko-concern sa mga kakilala natin. No, diba, minsan, pag sa mga usapan, sa mga pagkikita, kung sino ang wala, yun ang pinag-uusapan, ano? Yung mga reunions, mga pagtitipon, ganyan, di talaga may iwasan yung kwentuhan, ganyan, at pagkwentuhan. Very tempting talaga, no, yung to talk about people. Lalo na kung hindi maganda yung pinag-uusapan. Uy, talaga, yung parang ganun ba, no? Di ako magmamalinis sa ganyan. But there are times medyo uy, talaga, anong nangyari? Ganun. So, hindi ko pa rin yan na iiwasan 100%. Although, mas madalas ay kontrabida na ako sa mga ganyan. My friends would say, ito naman, masyado seryoso, yung mga ganun, no? But really, no? One of the spiritual teachings na nag-ano sa isip ko was yung be careful of your jokes, not even in jokes, sabi, no? Every joke contains a certain truth. May katotohanan. Kahit sabihin mo pag biro lang, no? May truth yun eh. Hindi sinasabi sa'yo, diretso, pero yun, no? Yung baga, may hugot, no? Mga hugot yan. At pangalawa ay yung hindi lang masabi ng diretso, so sasabihin ng pabiro. So every joke has a certain level of truth. Tatandaan niyo yun. Ngayon, when we joke or when we kid, when we say something sa pamamagitan ng pagbibiro, let us always think first, ito ba ay makabubuti? Madalas din, yung biro natin, mapapansin nyo yung mga taong palabiro or bullies, pag sila yung biniro, sila yung unang-unang nagre-react because it mirrors mga bagay na sinasabi sa kanila, nagmi-mirror sa kanila. May mga ganyan ako mga kaibigan, kakilala. Numero uno na palabiro, pero pag sila ang biniro, mas mabilis mag-react. So, careful with your jokes. Kasi it always carries something of the truth, no? It carries the truth kahit gaano kalaki or kaliit. May element pa rin siya ng truth. I have this words from Benjamin Franklin also about silence. Sabi niya, use the ears instead of tongue. Gamitin ang tainga bago ang dila. No? Because we need to first listen. Makinig muna. Iba sa atin, gusto natin, tayo muna magsasalita. No? Tataas kamay. Kahit hindi ka pa tinatawag, salita ka na or in a group discussion, minomonopolize na yung discussion. So, people are really having difficulty listening first. Gusto nila, silang maunang pakinggan. Very few would opt to just listen first. O makinig muna tayo. In meetings, in discussions, listen first. Gamitin muna ang ating mga tainga bago ang ating dila. Kasi kung makikinig muna tayo, yung sasabihin natin, magkakaroon ng mas value. Kasi baka salita tayong salita, wala namang gusto nang makinig sa sinasabi natin kasi wala namang kwenta, no? There's no worth yung ating sinasabi. So listen first. Pangalawa, tsaka ka na magsalita. Speak second to make sure that what you will say has relevance to what is being talked about. Ang pagsasalita ay may power because words have power. Kung kaya kapag tayo ay magsasalita, we really have to be careful because words can make or break someone. Iba nga sabi, in the beginning was the Word and the Word became flesh. Yung word carries a vibration in it hanggang sa nagkakaroon ito ng creative power. When you say something, it becomes. So, halimbawa, sa anak natin, paulit-ulit natin siyang sinasabihan ng very good, keep up the good work, you're awesome, mga ganun, no? They become what we say to them. Pero pag sinasabihin natin sila na ang tanga-tanga mo, di ka na natuto, mabuti pa yung kapatid mo, very negative ba, no? Ganun talaga yung mangyayari sa anak natin or to any person. Kahit sinang sabihan natin ang ganun. Because words have its own power. Again, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word becomes flesh. Hindi lang yan nagpe-pertain kay Jesus, no? Na una ay Word na naging si Jesus. It pertains to whatever we say. Sa umpisa, salita lang yan. And later, it will become, magmamanifest yan. So when we say, I am happy, even if you are the loneliest person in the planet, and you say you are happy, na ninenegate mo yung sadness mo, and you say with all your conviction that you are happy, you become happy. If you are the poorest person in the planet, and you say, I am rich, by all means, you will become rich. So, kung ngayon hindi ka pa rich, but because you keep on repeating you are rich, you become rich. Kaya ngayon yung ginagawa ng mga manifestors, yung affirmation ang tawag nila dyan. Ano? They would affirm, I am happy, I am rich, I am healthy. Na actually, yan ang mga paborito kong affirmation. I am happy, I am rich, I am wealthy, not rich. Na I am healthy, I am healthy, I am happy, no? Happy, healthy, wealthy. Because these words are the opposite of what I used to be, no? Kasi ako ay very ano lang, no? Yung pag nakita nga ako ng mga tao, napakaseryoso, nakasimangot, ganun. because I never had a happy childhood, no? Parang ano lang, hindi ganun ka ano, hindi ganun kasaya ang aking childhood, no? Kaya ganun ako lumaki din. So, hindi ako masyadong palatawa, hindi rin ako palabate, no? Pero natututunan din naman po, no? So, I would always say I am happy just to give myself a happy, ano ba, vibration or energy within me para yun yung mag-manifest. And then, wealthy. Why wealthy? No? Because I know that money is not the source of all evil. Hindi ako naniniwala sa ganun. It depends upon how you look at money. If you look at money as something that you can use to further your cause or advance your cause, then it is powerful and it works on you. Pero kapag nagpaalipin ka sa pera, halimbawa, no, yung pera na lang ng pera, gusto mo na lang comfort, you want money because you want power. Yun yung sinasabi that it becomes the root of all evil. But if we say, I am wealthy, I am rich, no, because why do I affirm those words? Kasi ang dami kong pwedeng gawin eh. If I have the money, I can do a lot of corporal works. I can, I can, this mission that is part of the mission of the Lord Jesus, it will never advance, no? Hindi ito aabante if we do not have the material resources that we need. How can we do our mission? How can I run the program every day? How can I go places, no? Kasi kailangan nating magbiyahe kung saan-saan. How can we attend meetings? How can we pay for our spiritual growth, no? Marami dyan are paid seminars. How can we do that? Like the Asian Apostolic Congress on Mercy this coming October, no? If you have a very poor consciousness or poverty consciousness, you will never be able to attend such conferences. E paano kung labas na ng bansa yun, no? Wala kang pera, sabihin mo gustong-gusto mo mag-attend, but you cannot attend simply because you have a very poor consciousness, poverty consciousness, no? Yung lagi mong sinasabi, wala akong pera, wala akong pera. And money will not come to you. So you have to really be conscious about what you say because you will attract whatever your words are. So speak positively. Yung mga bagay na alam mo na makasisira sa kapwa mo, hold your mouth. Pigilan ng sarili. Kapag I remember yung anak ko, no? Kasi talaga yung anak ko, taga-sermon ko na yan minsan because sineseryoso niya kasi yung trabaho niya. And one of the things that he really cultivates is the power of the words. Minsan, magbibiro ako na, si ganito naman, oh, di man lamang nagganito, ganyan ba? Tapos maririnig niya, sasabihan niya, naku nanay, wag mo na yan sabihin sa harap ng ni ganito, ni ganyan. Kasi magkakaroon sila ng kakaibang paningin dun sa tao na yun. Kahit biro yan, nanay, wag mo nang gawin. Eh, minsan ako magdedepensa pa ako. Eh, eto naman masyado namang seryoso. Yung sa akin naman ay ganito, ganyan. Miski na, magtatalo na kami sa ganun, ano. Pero talagang totoo naman, ano. Maling-mali, no, not even in jokes. Kaya ako, sinasabi ko kanina that hindi pa yan 100% kung nako-cultivate. Although, basically, I'm a silent person, pero when it comes to this virtue, hindi ko pa rin yan ganun ka-master as in 100%. There are times when we need not speak nor listen. Halimbawa, kapag ang pinag-uusapan sa isang grupo, chismisa na, something bad about the person, huwag ka na magsalita at huwag ka na makinig. No? And the best way is to get out of the situation. No? If this are kwentuhan na alam mong hindi naman makakatulong, no? Alis na. Pero gawin mong maayos naman, ano? Graceful yung exit kasi It might offend people. Halimbawa, reunions, no? Yung mga class reunions. Yan yung sa aking karanasan, ano po, wala pa akong reunion na napuntahan na hindi class reunions, no? Na talagang hindi pinag-usapan yung mga pangit na mga bagay, lalo na pag wala yung tao, no? Pero if I have batchmates now listening, no, hindi ito yung dahilan kung ba't hindi na ako umaattend ng mga reunions natin. No? Because I have missed a lot of class reunions after giving mga 80% of my time when we were the host, jubilarian host, no? Yun yung talaga halos full-time ako. After nun, talagang lailo na ako. Kaya marami akong mga reunions na hindi na napupuntahan because of eto yung trabaho natin sa Divine Mercy. But that's not the reason why I was not attending, no? So, yung mga reunions, mapapansin nyo, no? Ang mga pag-uusap dyan, may mga magaganda din naman. Siyempre, hindi naman puro pangit. Pero ba't hindi mawala-wala yung chismisan talaga, no? So, hindi mo naman yan makokorek with your classmates, former classmates, kasi iba na iba na yung tinutungo ko, iba na yung tinutungo nila, no? Iba na yung inabot ko, iba na yung inabot nila. I mean, they are really successful in life. Parami sa kanila very successful in life. And imagine these are just the average uh, people in the class. No? Kasi ako medyo nasa top of the class. But they were really very successful in their career, no? Ako hindi ganun ka-successful in my career kasi I chose to be in the development work. Alam niyo naman yan, service-oriented yan hanggang sa eto nga sa Divine Mercy work. Pero, so what I was saying is that ang inabot ko spiritually is different from what they have reached, no? Ang inabot nila ay yung mataas na level ng success in life, pero ako naman ay sa spiritual, no? So, magkaiba na. Hindi mo sila pwedeng sabihin na, ops, tama na yan, ganito, hindi mabuti, hindi nakakatulong. Because, hindi nila maintindihan. But, we can still try to be good, no? Sa nila, sa harap nila, pwede naman natin ding sabihin, uy, na yan, sobrang na, below the belt, mga ganun. But then this reunion, so if we could really, yung reshape ba na, to talk about the good things and not only the things that break a person. So the power of silence. Sabi nga, no, napakamakapangyarihan, inaabot nito ang trono ng Diyos. Bakit? Yung sound vibration, when we are silent, wala siyang hadlang. So, halimbawa po, sa isang space na maraming bagay, halimbawa, nababasag mo yung sound vibration. Nababasag kasi maraming bagay. Pero kapag walang bagay, walang mga bara-bara, no? Yung sound mas mabilis na kapag lalakbay. No? Kaya nga, yung sinasabing it reaches the throne of God, mabilis talaga yan nakakarating sa trono ng Diyos kasi silent ka walang ingay. And it goes to the throne of God at the speed of sound, yung totoong speed of sound. Pero kapag nilagyan mo yan, yung mga breakers, no? May mga sound breakers yan. Kaya mababasag talaga ang sound. At ang katahimikan, kaya yan nagkakaroon ng kapangyarihan. Imaginein nyo, no? Tahimik ka lang. Hindi nalalaman ng mga tao kung anong plano mo. So, wala silang way to counter attack. Alam nyo yun yung mga political advisors, yan yung nasa likod lang yan tahimik yan. But they are powerful. Yan yung mga nagpapatakbo ng gobyerno. Tahimik lang yan, low profile. Hindi mo alam kung sino bibirahin mo. Kasi nga, low profile, hindi maingay. Kaya, mas mabilis silang, kung ano man ang plano nila, mas mabilis nagmamanifest. And so, if you have plans, Huwag niyong ipagkalat, huwag niyong ipagyabang, eto plano ko, eto gusto ko. Kasi yung mga nakikinig na mga kaaway niyo o taong mga galit sa inyo, definitely bibirahin yan in thoughts, no? Kahit na iniisip lang nila, makapangyarihan pa rin yung iniisip nila yan na hindi ka mag-succeed. So if you have a good plan, never divulge your plan. Kahit sabi nga nung kakilala ko, not even to your spouse. Kasi madalas, yung spouse mo, spouse natin, yan yung kontrabida sa buhay natin. Hindi nila gusto na mangyari yon, ano, yung mga gusto natin. So, if you have a plan, the best way and the fastest way to manifest your plan is to be silent. Do something na parang vision board, nakikita mo pero hindi nila nakikita. No? Nakatago din. Vision board na nakikita mo na hindi nila makikita. Kasi pag nakita nila yung vision board mo, kukontrahin nila yan at hindi na yan magkakaroon ng katuparan. Magkakaroon pero ano, no, mabagal because of the negative thoughts that people may inject. No? Maaari nilang ipato.